Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Love Cosma and welcome back for another day of discussion of our journey of self-discovery and life improvement. And today we're going to talk about the sign of Virgo, which I am excited about talking about because Virgo is a very necessary and very praiseworthy sign. And I'm not sure that they always get that credit. So let's get into it. Like and subscribe to the channel, please, if you like what you see here. And leave a comment below letting me know what I can do differently. So Virgo, ruled by Mercury. And, you know, I like to think of Virgo as the perfectionist because they are trying to be as close as you can. You know that phrase, cleanliness is next to godliness? I love to think of that when I think of Virgo because it encompasses so much of it. That phrase might have been even made by Virgo. It encompasses so much related to what Virgo does for us all. So Virgos like things to be clean, orderly, neat. Virgos like order, and Virgos like cleanliness. They like things to be clean, and they like things to be pristine. They are minimalists. Virgos are the minimalist of the zodiac so far, I think. You may be able to associate minimalism a little bit as well with Gemini, and it makes sense because both of them are ruled by Mercury. But overall, I think that Virgo is the most meticulous and the most organized of the zodiac, and the one that is very minimal when it comes to appearance. That's what gives Virgo sort of like the reputation of having a very natural appearance, a very earth-like, because it is an earth sign, appearance. And I believe Virgo is mutable air, or mutable earth. I shouldn't even bring modality into things because I don't even work with it that much, but I believe that's true. And I'll put the correct thing in the description if I'm not correct. But yeah, Virgos are very meticulous, organized individuals. They are also I think I've heard that the word no can be associated with Virgo because you have the first, well, Mercury is kind of giving you this energy as well in Gemini as being the argumentative one, the one who is prone to conflict in conversation. But Virgo also is the one who's prone to say no to experiences that others would indulge. So indulgence, Virgo is able to say no to indulgence. I think I mentioned that Leo is known for overindulgence. So Virgo is going to come in and be moderation, the opposite of indulgence, being able to say no to things. When you think of Virgo, you can also think of the referees in football and in sports and things because they are the ones who know the rules. They are the ones who are educated and knowledgeable on the way things should be because they've researched it. So Virgos are very earthy type, worldly sort of type people. They're often very good at cooking, often very good at taking care of the people around them. That's another big thing with Virgos. They like to care for others. That's like kind of the way that Virgos like to show love is through caring for others. So Virgos are very selfless in that sense. So if you think of Leo as being the child, Virgo is sort of like the nanny of that child that is sort of taking care of that child, teaching them to be better people, and to moderate, and to, you know, use discernment and analysis when approaching life. So Virgo also represents discernment, analysis, very cerebral thinking and critical thinking skills, is ruled by Virgo, just like Gemini. So Virgos are very intelligent and extremely intelligent. Like, Virgos have almost like a godlike intelligence, when it comes to, you know, how precise they are with the things that they do. Now, Virgos are classic underachievers, is kind of what I've been led to understand Virgos, and I think that comes down to that really less minimalist sort of personality of less is more. They have a very light hand when it comes to anything in life. They're going to use a less is more approach, which is why there's this moderation aspect of Virgo, of being the person to say no and follow the rules, and, you know, this sort of archetype of the virgin Virgo. That's the glyph for Virgo, the virgin. And well, actually, what is the glyph for Virgo? Actually, I'll have to. I'm pretty sure the glyph for Virgo is the Virgin, but I'll have to list that down below too. Man, I don't know as much about Virgos. Virgos would hate this, the fact that I don't. First of all, I'm not prepared beforehand, and that I don't know all of the details. That's very much that I'm not a Virgo. I don't have very many Virgo placements. I do have a Virgo rising in a sidereal astrology, and I have a lot of 6th house placements. So I actually do have low-key a lot of Virgo energy, but you know, when it comes to this type of thing, I prefer to just kind of go off of what I'm just thinking on the spot, and I probably could have cleared that up right before this though. But yeah, Virgo is all about details, detail-oriented intelligence, and practical intelligence, skills. Virgo is ruling over skills and having skills. So, you know, in previous videos, I've mentioned looking at the sign ahead and before and behind the zodiac sign to understand more about it, as well as the opposite zodiac sign. And there are other angles too, the angels or the angles of life, that you can consider when contemplating the interactions between energies. But yeah, what Virgo will take from the sign behind it, Leo, is this ability to be really good at things, skills, have really good skills that they can broadcast. So you have your dancers and your actors and your musicians and people that take a lot of skill to do what they do. Virgo rules over this. You have to be routine. Virgo rules over routine. You have to be routine oriented and work at something over and over and over again to have the ability to call on these skills at will. So Virgo rules over that practice and that the work and the time and the effort that goes into mastering a craft. What else can we say about Virgo? So that makes Virgo really good at expressing themselves through. So that's one of the goals of a Virgo, or should be one of the aims of a Virgo in life, is to express themselves through some sort of skill. It doesn't have to be music. It doesn't have to be something that's like showboaty like Leo. It's just you have to have mastery over something. You have to actually have dived really deep into the mastery and the details of some craft. Otherwise, you're going to want to still be seen as the person who has done all of that, and it's kind of gonna, work against you because you want to be seen as the master of crafts and the master of skills, but you actually have to dive in and actually be the master of a skill through the meticulous, detailed learning. So that's Virgo. Routine is going to be the key to this, because you have to do the same thing over and over and over again to really have mastery over it. So that's why Virgo rules routine as well. Yeah, Virgos are very practical, minimalist type people. They don't like to spend a lot of money, really frugal. Virgos are very good at assessing quality. For that reason, it's so funny because Virgos are very don't like to buy new things. They don't like to get rid of things that have value. So you have this person who's really now good at assessing value of things. And like I've never seen anyone better at assessing value of things than a Virgo, because there again you have this analytical mind that is just really good at breaking things down and compartmentalizing things, and really breaking things down to their core elements and being able to understand how things work. So completion of some sort of finished. So once Leo creates something, it needs to be maintained, and it needs to be able. You need to know the ins and outs of it to be able to maintain this creation, and that's kind of Virgo energy, maintaining a creation, maintaining a routine of like mastery over something, is what Virgo's excelling at. And Virgos are very intelligent, and they can be very standoffish. That's one of the things to think about when with Virgos. Virgos are associated with the Hermit and Tarot. So you can think of Virgos as being people who really don't like to be they're not super sociable people. They're not extrovert. They're more introverted. They like to be in their home or with people that they are very close to and that they know. They don't like to, because Virgos are very smart. They don't want to be around a whole bunch of people who are not smart, if it makes sense. So they choose their company wisely. And they're so that, for like I said, you think of the word no when you think of Virgo, because Virgo is not afraid to say no to something and no to an experience because it doesn't serve them. They know that they need to go within to find knowledge, and that they need to go learn and become the master of something for true success and mastery in life. So Virgos are clean, very detail oriented when it comes to cleanliness and germs. And so yeah, your Virgos are your typical germaphobes, and organized, planned. They like to plan things. Virgos die a little bit inside when something doesn't go according to their plans, because they're usually so planned and organized and meticulous about things that it's almost godlike, that if they forget something, it's like, wow, how could I forget, but that's what Virgos need to realize. You don't know everything. You're not perfect. You want to be so badly. Virgos are the ones, because they're so smart, they think that they know it all. Unfortunately, that's like the downfall of a Virgo if they don't like really, have a lot of self-awareness. They will literally think that they know it all if they have not, if something isn't, if they don't know something, or if something's not able to be analyzed and perceived through science, for instance, then they're going to be very skeptical about the existence, for instance. And that's why you look to the sign opposite of Virgo, Pisces. Pisces knows the wisdom of the unknown. Pisces is the wisdom of the unseen and the things that cannot be rationalized or analyzed. So that is what a Virgo can learn from Pisces, is to kind of not always think that you have it together and that you have every single thing figured out, and that you are able to fix every single detail of everything, and understand that there is a higher power always higher than you. Because Virgos can kind of get this God syndrome where they kind of think they Virgos will be your first to be like agnostic, or like not believe in God, or be atheist. Not even agnostic, I'm sorry, because that's not even that bad. But atheist, which I think is kind of silly. It's kind of silly to be an atheist and be like, no, there is not a God. That's Virgo, Virgo gone wrong, where you just really think that you know everything, and you have to realize that there is a higher power above us all. So, and Virgos are kind of control freaks. They don't like that. They don't like the idea of something being out of their control or out of their grasp to intellectually analyze and break down. But, that's what makes Virgos so great, because any problem, no matter how complex, they're going to be able to break it down. That's why problems that seem impossible, or that are impossible, let's say, such as proving the existence of a creator, proving the existence of God, that's not possible, That's where Virgo is going to have to realize that, they're not perfect, that they don't know everything, and that there's always going to be a reason that they have to sort of give things up to the unknown. Excuse me. So yeah, I think you've said a lot about Virgo here, but what Virgo and Pisces have in common is that they like to take care of people. There's that love of humanity and love of just, Virgos love, as much of as much as they are introverted and possibly hermits, they do love humanity, and they do like to take care of people and take care of the people around them, and do things, help others and help society in some way. That's what skills do. Skills help people. Routine helps people. Doing all of this stuff that Virgo is associated with helping people. So that's what you can really associate with Virgos. People who like to help others and are organized, very methodical and intelligent, possibly hermit type people who don't like to be in a big crowd, or but also a person who needs to definitely learn to master something, master skills, master one particular thing. Choose that one thing to be a master at, and then even then know that you can't be, there's always going to be someone better, and there's always going to be something better. But don't think that you know everything, Virgo, and that you can just tell everybody what to do, and that you know it all. And because someone can give you advice as well, because Virgos love to give advice, and they usually often do give good advice, because they are very observant and analytical people. But they have to realize that they don't know everything, and that people can give them advice as well. So that's probably some of the things that Virgos can work on. But otherwise, Virgos are great. If you need help with anything, Virgos are there. If you need to learn, Virgos are there to teach. So, shout out to all of you Virgos with Sun in Virgo, which is the month of August, essentially, July 23rd, or the month of September, essentially, August 23rd to September 23rd. It's the Sun in Virgo, but everyone has Virgo somewhere in their chart. And I feel like that's something that I need to stress, that I haven't, said yet, but I've kind of left implied, that everyone has some form of this zodiac in their sign. So each sign that I speak of You have it somewhere in your chart, and it plays an energy, or plays a role as an energy in your life. It just may not be a prominent or super noticeable energy to you. So people that say, I'm not creative at all. Yeah, you are. Gemini and Leo are somewhere in your chart, and so that you bring creativity and you bring, that to something, in life. So you are here to be an example to somebody about something in life. So you have to really think about it that way. That's why you should never, be envious of any other sign. You have that within you as well. And that's what's so beautiful about astrology. So I've gone on 20 minutes here, and I don't think that I meant to go this long, but I hope that you enjoyed this video today. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and you can visit all of my links down below. This is actually a hoodie from my store on Etsy, so if you like this, you can get it from my Etsy store. Send me a message, I'll get you a discount. But you guys have a great evening, and enjoy the rest of your day and week. I'll see you next time. Bye.